guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. XRP right now trading at 75.8. Not too much difference in the crypto space. Taking a look at Bitcoin here, we haven't seen too much movement for Bitcoin. Still trading on low volume. So really, today there isn't much to talk about with regards to crypto price. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it on Twitter. I'm feeling it everywhere. The market has been very unremarkable over the last year. Pretty much after we saw this move up, the correction down, we saw another exciting move to the upside back late last year, but then just came back down, made a higher low. And, ever since this point, this is kind of the trick me twice point. We haven't seen too much movement in the space. I know we are poised for an upward trajectory, at least in my opinion we are, but this has taken over a year for us to complete. And so, I can sense everybody's impatience in the crypto space, especially for XRP hodlers. We've been keeping ourselves occupied with the news and the lawsuit, especially, keeping all eyes on the lawsuit and the developments coming out of that. I have a feeling, once we get a verdict with that, we will see a FOMO pump to the upside. And that could mean a lot of things. That would certainly be good and beneficial for XRP, first and foremost, and most importantly, I think for us XRP hodlers. But it could also give clarity to the market, which could be a catalyst for an entire market uptrend. And so we got to be prepared for that. I just did a video yesterday regarding the latest email updates. Bill Hinman in communication with Simpson Thacher when he shouldn't have been. I will link that video up here if you guys didn't catch that. Wanted to bring this to you from Wrath of Kahneman. This recent report, Financial Technology and Inclusion in the Asian Regions, out of Cambridge Associates, Remittance with Poverty Reduction, and specifically cites XRP as the most notable fintech, along with Neum, which is also a Ripple partner, if you guys did not know that. So I've got the report here from Cambridge University specifically. I will link the entire report in the description of the video if you are interested. But I just wanted to point this out specifically from the Wrath of Kahneman's tweet thread. With fintech unfolding, the remittance industry saw a shift to digital, with startups developing new cross-border payment messaging and settlement systems. The most notable of them is Ripple. So, Cambridge University stating it squarely, Ripple is the most notable of the developments, a U.S. technology company, and in the Asian region, Neum, a Singapore-based startup founded in 2014, has become one of the fastest growing digital remittance companies. Now, I don't know if Cambridge knows that Neum is Ripple-enabled, or if it was just a coincidence that they are choosing two companies utilizing the same technology. Anyway, thought that was interesting. Also wanted to bring this to you guys from Ian Binns here on Twitter. Ripple XRP has been excluded from the CME Group's huge move for broader crypto adoption. The CME Group is not expected to risk displeasing the U.S. regulator by including XRP in the list of crypto reference rates and real-time indices. And even if they did, they wouldn't be able to obtain much pricing data for the XRP benchmark in the United States. So this all has to do with the regulatory clarity surrounding XRP, going back to that lawsuit. CME Group plans to launch 11 new cryptocurrency reference rates and real-time indices, which will be calculated and published daily by CF Benchmarks beginning on April 25th. These are vital for the institutional adoption of crypto. Reference rates and indices are not tradable futures products. Each of them will provide the US dollar price for each digital asset, published once daily at 4 p.m. London time, while each respective real-time index will be published once per second, 24 hours a day, 365 days per year. And so the 11 cryptocurrencies that they are going to include, note this, guys: Algorand, Cosmos, Solana, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Stellar Lumens, Cardano, Polkadot, I already said Cardano, Chainlink, Polygon, and Uniswap. So of the cryptocurrencies listed here, Algorand, Solana, and Cardano, and Stellar Lumens, 4 of the 6 cryptocurrencies that the World Economic Forum had mentioned in their paper from back last summer. Real coins providing real solutions for real-world problems. The CME CF reference rates and real-time indices have regular expert oversight and are designed to meet the growing need for transparent, regulated, and round-the-clock pricing. So they are leaving out XRP right now. This could change in the future. It will likely change once we get clarity surrounding XRP. And the irony around this is that it is likely that XRP will be that one cryptocurrency when, if it does get clarity, and I'm saying when more than if, when XRP gets cryptocurrency clarity, it is likely going to be the gold standard and that go-to coin that everybody is going to reference because it will have the certainty surrounding it. And so all other projects, all other coins will likely jump in line and do what Ripple is doing and have that clarity with regards to their particular cryptocurrency project. So not happening yet on CME Group's index, but it could in the near future. And I also just wanted to mention this, Michael at Val5Links bringing this to our attention. Nearly 1,000 projects are now being built on Cardano. Now, I don't know how many of you guys also are invested in Cardano. If you're interested in Cardano, if you hold some Cardano, guys, please do put it down in the comments section. And I know the comments section these days has been getting a little messy with spam bots. I've been trying to keep on it, but it's an ongoing effort. Anyway, I still do read the comment section, so please put it down in the comment section. The reason I'm bringing up Cardano and the reason I'm interested, if you're interested in Cardano, again, going back to that World Economic Forum paper from 2021, looking at the 6 coins that they've highlighted in their paper, Cardano is obviously one of those coins. And so I'm interested particularly in discussing these types of cryptocurrency projects, ones that have utility, that solve problems, and ones that are approved by the World Economic Forum on top of everything else. The Cardano community has been focusing on ensuring steady growth and system enhancement. Cardano, which is currently in the Basho phase, whose goal is creating an optimized ecosystem to support and foster the development of decentralized applications, has already recorded considerable growth with nearly 1,000 projects building in the Cardano ecosystem so far. They're looking at NFTs, so NFTs have been the largest level of activity on Cardano at 47.9% as creators and users bet on the blockchain's promising stellar performance. American rapper Snoop Dogg has been the latest to release, a Cardano NFT, with the singer partnering with Clay Nation to bring iconic NFTs to the network. So over 1,000 projects building on Cardano. This is another example of where we are going to see future adoption, where we're going to see more utility on some of these blockchain networks with some of these cryptocurrencies providing different solutions for different problems. As more users pivot towards projects that allow interoperability between blockchains, Cardano has also been upping its game on this subject. So yeah, just another example, guys, of where we are going to see utility build. And ultimately with utility, we are going to see more demand for these types of cryptocurrencies. I got the Cardano chart up here real quickly. It's trading right now at about $1.03. So it has performed amazingly over the last 2 years. And, Cardano right now in a bit of a slump. But guys, all these coins are just trading on spec, whether it's XRP, XLM, Cardano, it's all a speculative market. And so, most coins just are moving in tandem with how the market is moving. Again, just bringing up that total to market cap, you can see overall, even over the last year or so, we have seen an upward trend for the altcoin market. And once we see price push up again, we are going to see a lot of these altcoins continue to move in the right direction. Wanted to thank Michael for posting that. I also wanted to bring this up, guys, real quick from BondCrypt XRP with regards to Russia and how they're urging the BRICS nations to create their own SWIFT system, and warns that sanctions are destroying the international order. So just more towards Russia's plans to beat the sanctions put on them. Russia's finance minister said on Saturday that the 5 BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, could mitigate the backlash of Western sanctions against Russia on their economies by pooling their efforts and using a range of financial instruments at their disposal. Here's a quote, "The current crisis is man-made and BRICS countries have all the instruments necessary to mitigate its consequences for the national and global economies." He blamed economic sanctions on Russia for destroying the foundation of the existing international monetary and financial system based on the US dollar, and urged BRICS countries to rely more on their national currencies in foreign trade, integrate payment systems, and create an alternative to the SWIFT payment messaging platform. Okay. Them's fighting words, especially if we are in an economic war, dare I suggest. So it sounds like it's heating up, and, it sounds as though these guys are onto something. If they can create their own messaging platform with current technology, utilizing DLT, something like RippleNet, similar to that, they could be at the cutting edge of trade and could cut the West out altogether, which by extension would cut the US dollar out altogether. And I didn't know George Soros actually had a Twitter account. Did you see what he just tweeted out? So this is coming from David Evans. "Internet blackouts limit digital freedom and stifle dissent. Exactly what these monsters want. They want to keep us in control. Holding mobile phone service providers to account can help counter these." So is he telegraphing here? Internet blackouts limit digital freedom and stifle dissent? He's mentioning this, and I didn't know if this tweet was real or not, but I did find it on George Soros's Twitter page discussing internet blackouts, similar to what we've heard from Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum about a cyber pandemic. Okay, I think I will leave it at that. Because it's boom, game over. Ripple exec states list of demands to end the XRP lawsuit. This coming from XRP Captain here on Twitter. So in yesterday's video, I talked about the latest dates that we should be paying attention to. SEC's position on additional discovery. That deadline is April 15th. It's coming up. And then the deadline for joint proposed scheduling order is on April the 22nd. Well, the SEC is not entitled to relief. And apparently, Ripple executives have some demands here. Garlinghouse's list of 440 answers and Larson's thread of 442 answers end with similar statements. Plaintiffs' prayers for relief and judgment, including sections I through V, does not require a response, but to the extent any response is necessary, Mr. Larson, Garlinghouse, denies that plaintiff is entitled to the requested relief and judgment or any relief whatsoever, and therefore requests that the court 1. Dismiss the action with prejudice. 2. Enter judgment in favor of the defendants against plaintiff with respect to all causes of action in the complaint. 3. Award Mr. Larson his attorney's fees and all other costs reasonably incurred in defense of this action. And 4. Award Mr. Larson any other relief as the court may deem just and proper. So this is what they are demanding now. Ripple exec states list of demands to end the XRP lawsuit. And I found it interesting because Johnny Crypto here also pointed this out. The SEC never goes to trial in these types of cases. They typically settle. But now in the Ripple XRP lawsuit, they want to go to a jury. Something doesn't smell right, folks. He's noticing this basically as part of the headline in that last article that I just read. Despite the demands, Ripple execs admitted the SEC wants a trial by jury. Now, this goes against everything that makes sense. I even brought this up in yesterday's video, and if you guys didn't catch that, I'm just going to play you guys this tiny clip here where I mentioned this in yesterday's video. Listen to this. Crypto Boom here brought up a good point. If the SEC versus Ripple case goes to trial, then the judge will decide what makes a crypto a security or a non-security. So think about that for a second. If they push it all the way to trial, the judge gets the final decision. But if they decide on a settlement, they will have to come up with something that is mutually beneficial. Do you think the SEC wants to give up their power to decide what makes a crypto a security or a non-security? Of course not. SEC versus Ripple will have a settlement. It's looking as though, guys, this is becoming more and more of a reality, and it is also looking like it is going to come sooner than later. Why would you want a jury to decide the outcome of XRP? Would you not want to retain that control? So, I mean, I don't know. This doesn't sound correct to me. It wouldn't make sense that the SEC would want to go to trial. If anything, they would, they'd want to settle sooner rather than later. They'd want to have at least some leverage in deciding the fate of XRP, of course, alongside in joint conjunction with Ripple's lawyers. That would be that would be the outcome of a settlement. Not relying on a judge, not relying on a jury. So, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting because this is what Ripple execs admitted. So this is from their point of view. SEC wants a trial by jury. Thought that was interesting, so I thought I would bring it up. Wanted to thank Johnny Crypto here for pointing that out. Also, guys, Ripple just posted this. Now, this was an article, and it was kind of mind-boggling. They're reposting this article from about 3 weeks ago, so it is not a very old article, but it's not very new either. They just posted it yesterday. It has to do with women in blockchain. Emi Yoshikawa and her global influence on the cryptocurrency industry. VP of Corporate Strategy and Operations shares her story of perseverance as a woman in the blockchain industry. Learn how she's paved the way for future generations. So, just talking about women in blockchain, of course, it is a very male-dominated space. And so, to see more women engage and become part of the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry is definitely a move forward. Emi Yoshikawa, Ripple's VP of Corporate Strategy and Operations, was featured in Forbes Japan alongside a group of these trailblazing women to discuss their shared experience in the blockchain space. Just down here, even with 6 years of blockchain experience and a Harvard degree under her belt, Emi still has moments of self-doubt, but instead of letting imposter syndrome win, she seizes opportunities like speaking engagements and op-eds to position herself as a thought leader in the industry. So this essentially talking about Emi Yoshikawa. And her journey, her spot there within the Ripple organization, again, an interesting choice, but I guess Ripple, every now and then, they just repost older articles. And again, this isn't that old, from just a few weeks ago. Notice, though, how Ripple decided to present it, shares her story of perseverance as a woman in the blockchain industry. Perseverance, you say. That word loaded with meaning in the XRP community. Bubba Cugs tweeting this out. What is the statistical probability Ripple tweets the word perseverance for the first time ever? I guess Bubba Cugs did his research and couldn't find any other tweet where Ripple mentions the word perseverance. Even if we were to take this term and look it up here in Twitter with the Ripple handle, you can see that latest tweet here right at the top. It is the most recent one. But if we scroll down, we see tweets from 2019, not from the official Ripple Twitter account. We got Dark Defender here from about a year ago, XRP Crypto Wolf, and a few others. But I don't see Ripple's Twitter account actually mentioning the word perseverance ever. But who do we know who does use the term perseverance? Of course, Bearableguy and the Bearableguy riddles. Not just one riddle, guys, not just two riddles, but in three separate instances. We've got the castle riddle here, the ship riddle, which we just saw on the screen, and most recently, popping that bottle of champagne, the perseverance that XRP hodlers have endured over the last several years. So it is interesting, for the first time on April 9th, which 4 + 9 = 13, we now have seen Ripple tweet out the term perseverance. And I mean, I don't know if perhaps Bearableguy is part of the Ripple organization. They do have hundreds of employees, and Bearableguy does seem like he has a lot of insider knowledge. Perseverance, obviously, a theme that has come up numerous times. So not to take away from Emi Yoshikawa's accomplishments, XRP hodlers must persevere. We have been persevering, guys. We are in the midst of it, a new financial system being spawned on by several different geopolitical factors, including Russia, what they happen to be doing, the power they hold and the leverage they have, and now again, BRICS nations perhaps creating their own financial system, getting very, very close to the end of the Ripple XRP lawsuit, giving the powers that be a reason to unleash the power of XRP. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.